What is going on, guys? It is your man without a plan this season. Just a quick and brief report on the game at the minute. Um, Basically, I've not been kind of too well at the minute, and obviously I've had a lot on in my personal life, so I've been trying to get this video up for a while, but obviously things have got in the way. But I'm going to make this as brief as possible and come back with a better one, obviously at the end of the season when everything's been decided. Starting at the top, since the guys have earned the right to be at the top, we start with Ali sitting in fourth place as the mighty Huelva, or Who the Hell Are You, whatever they're called. Obviously, Ali's up there for a reason. He's doing well. He's sorted the team out. He's got things going like clockwork. He was further up the table than that, I'm pretty sure. So he's declined ever so slightly, but you can't call sitting in fourth place a decline, to be honest. Not when you've just been promoted. Pedro, who was Sabadell, he was down in the relegation zone earlier on in the season, but I think that was more due to the mass amount of changes and getting unlucky that he's made. Yeah, getting unlucky. Sorry. Obviously, as you can see in the player charts, Pedro's got another guy that's came from. I think he's a free Iker Hernandez. Maybe it was Atletico Madrid. Obviously, Stu's internet's letting us down again. Um, but he did choose to stay in a cabin in the woods away up in the Scottish Highlands somewhere. So we can only do what we can with his connection. You know what I mean? Um, on to B1, which was kind of surprising a wee bit. Obviously, I've been focusing on my team and I've not really been looking at what everybody else is doing. You don't get a lot of time. You've got to be on the ball. And I was surprised because I had a feeling that Dumfries Study, who's aka Gilly at Ponferrada, I thought he was running away with it at one point. Obviously, I've missed 10 or whatever games, and all of a sudden, Jamie's clawed his way back to the top, which is pretty awesome. But these two guys, they're first and second, like I predicted they would be. Both of them had 2 million to spend, something along the lines. And to be fair, when you get that kind of money at this level, then you're expected to do well, and they're doing well. So hats off to them. Andy, Burgos and Chips, Mr. Shrewd, Mr. I don't spend a penny. He's bought in a load of loans and he's got rid of a load of deadbeats, and basically he's doing steady. Will he make the playoffs? He's going to have to be pretty solid from now until the end of the season. It's definitely something that can be achieved, no doubt about that. But what he's going to need to do is be steady, 100%. Um, Actually meant to look at the player charts there, so we will go back. Player charts, dun 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 dun. Moreno for Santander in the goals charts. We've got 2 players for Santander in the average ratings. And check out this little chappie from Burgos and Chips. Mehdi Hadadadadoody. How do you do the Hadadadadoody? So Andy's obviously got himself a player there. Whether he's alone or not, I don't know. Um, this is where the game's been glitching. It's obviously a graphics error. As you can see, it's saying I'm fifth, but clearly I'm not fifth. You know what I mean? I'm clearly second. It's just a glitch. Stu, what can I say? Having a great season. Basically, he's got everybody out raising money, pretending it's for charities and all that, and really it's going into his transfer kitty. He's been conning everybody. He's been kicking, scratching, clawing, and conning the natives. You know what I mean? He signed a load of people with one passing, one shooting, one everything else apart from pace. You know what I mean? They've got 700 pace, and basically what I think he's done is he's just went out of the rainforests over in Africa, went over to the rainy ponds in England, and he's just got a load of guys, lined them up together, and the top 20 people who finish first, the quickest, obviously, are the guys he's signed. You want to see it? It's like, see that program, the cartoon, The Roadrunner, meep meep, meep meep. That's what it's like playing him, honestly. 1 minute he's defending, next minute, oh, ball over the top, meep meep, thank you very much. But he's also got the Fawns in his team, you know what I mean? What a name, the Fawns. Oh, happy days, Stu. But aye, he's doing well. Honourable mention to the host as always, because Stu likes to give me a bit of a hard time, you know what I mean? Wishing I lost in the playoff and all that, which happened, and I've never really heard the end of it. But Mike's doing well in third, and Stu, to be honest, I really hope for your comments about me in the playoff, I really hope karma bites you right in the bollocks, mate. I hope you get the same pain that I got, but to be honest, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I'm still hurting right now, guys. I won't even lie. Toledo, Mike, doing steady. Obviously, he's balancing his tactics with his scouting, whereas before he's probably been focusing way too much on his scouting. He's the only guy I know that bloody hell, man. He takes such pride in his scouting, and everybody loves to scout, right? But it's like, did you see my scouting, guys? Did you see my scouting? Did you? But aye, Mike's doing great. We all know Mike's capable of it. I think he just needs to be on the ball a bit more often. Often, you know what I mean? There's the thick Scottish accent coming out in me there. And obviously myself in fifth. What can I say? I'm letting myself down here. I've had an absolute nightmare of a season. Not one player from my team and the player charts. Surprise, surprise. I've been absolutely ripped off and conned. Obviously, my scouts, I think, are people that have been sent to do a job on me for other guys in the clan. But Niegra from Albacete or Pesacente, whatever you want to call them, Arroyo. Basically, we'll not look at that, right? It's just all Albacete. Nobody wants to see that crap, you know what I mean? Nobody wants to see that. On to this league, Jonas has got himself Mallorca, rather controversially. Obviously, him and Ali get into the ring. They were bitch slapping each other with their handbags and all that. Everything got a bit crazy. And in the end, Jonas got his way because he had the harder slap. You know what I mean? He says, "Oi, you boy, you sit down, Ali." But jokes aside, he's landed a good team, and the rules are rules. What happens is if somebody gets sacked, they go to whatever league and they take the team below the lowest human. At the time, that league was empty, so it was a bit of a free for all for anybody. So he's took Mallorca, Nuno's took Huesca, or who the hell are you again? Because some of these teams I've got absolutely no idea how to pronounce them. They're both only just took over, so I'm not going to say anything. Obviously, they both came down last season, so they're quality teams, no doubt about that. And I expect them to either go up or at least make the playoffs. And if they don't, it's got to be considered a failure. Um, Into this league, we've got Union Murcia, which is Matt, and Murcia, which is Jay. Jay's seventh, which isn't a surprise because Jay's always running behind. Do you know what I mean? And let's not talk about his timekeeping, right? Because his timekeeping, Jay, you have been late more times than anybody I know. Nah, I just thought I'd mention timekeeping like I promised, you know what I mean? But uh, obviously these guys have got two good teams. I'm actually surprised Jay's not been sacked, to be fair, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just Murcia are a very expectant team, and obviously Matt's up there. He's sold a few people. He's bought fucking the whole of Spain. Um, but he's doing great as well. It's another guy that knows what he's doing. And to be quite honest, guys, that's all I'm going to say now because, as I said, I've been a bit under the weather. I've not been paying attention as much as I would like to pay attention, and I'm a wee bit worried. Obviously, I feel it's shit, sorry, that I sound like shit as well, and I don't want to put videos out there sounding miserable and depressed and all the rest of it. But obviously the clan's probably one of the biggest out there, and we're just trying to get at a bit more recognition. These videos, I'm not hoping they explode and go anywhere. It's just a bit of fun and something else to add to the game. And obviously, if we all do our bit and we get a wee following and things progress for there, it'd be nice because we have got a great game. We probably 12 of the greatest managers out there. I say that with my tongue firmly in cheek, you know, but um, we've got a good group of guys. It's a well-run game, and if you're interested in this sort of stuff, stay tuned because there will be at least 2 videos each season. And if somebody pisses me off, there might be 3 or 4 with an utter slagging involved. But that's all from me now, and I will be back at the end of the season with a more detailed and hopefully lots of laughter at Stu's expense. I'll see you then.